Hello and good morning. No, nothing says coming back to this thing like the invisibility glitch. Okay, so here is the story here. I had gotten a request and a couple builds from AO, who had commented on one of the videos, pretty much asking for a remake of the Last Raven intro. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here. On the left, the green banana roach is basically the the mystery quad, as he called it. As if you're wondering about the name, when I did a bit of a search to find the kind of bug that they were looking at there, well, the closest thing I could find was this South American bug called a green banana roach. Just basically this giant green cockroach thing that's, well, green. Because, yeah, it was, it just looks like a sort of beetle type of thing, but it's got that green shell on it. So I colored the AC appropriately to that, since it seems to be the metaphor for, for the robot itself. And, the Cascade range okay, so that thing has been remade as it is seemingly in the intro. The Cascade range has been remade with a couple changes, namely the rifle, because the Python does not exist in this version. And, the moon, well, not the Moonlight, but the one with the weird serial number name. Apparently the music has died. Oh well. Anyway, the one with the kind of serial number name, the sort of upgraded halberd type of situation, or at least it tries to be. That's the one that got replaced. Basically, it was saying shade for the rifle, which makes sense. DPS and just in general, it seemed to be the closest thing. Right, really, why is YouTube dying right now? Well, dang. That is just plain embarrassing. Oh well, nothing says coming back after a while, like having technical issues. But, yeah, so the blade has been replaced with the dagger blade. Now, I realize that it doesn't have the same blade color or range. However, I don't know, when I was typically replacing that thing, I usually went for the dagger blade, just with the way the AI likes to use it. It's a little bit unsafe to give them Moonlight, especially if they're using an energy weapon. I try to avoid it when possible. So I just went for the dagger blade instead. If he gets close, the damage will be comparable to Moonlight, and they won't actually make any real use of the extended range of their blade. Because the AI is seemingly set to go and attack at the closest possible range with those things anyway, so they won't really go for like a long-range glancing hit or anything. Those are strictly an accident and pretty unlikely. Alright. All crazy explanations out of the way, this is pretty darn freaking close right now. Hey, you know what? Actually, so far, the banana roach is winning it. Yeah, I was looking at insects for a little bit, and like, yeah, that was definitely the closest thing. And it's funny, because just like in the intro, right now the railgun seems to be doing the most damage. And he would have won it already if he would just fire his frickin' railgun as he was about to fire it and finish him off. Okay, first one goes to the Cascade range, and it was about to go the other way if he had another, like, quarter of a second, but oh well. Let's give this another go. If you're wondering about the soundtrack, this is going to be just pretty much going through different Last Raven music. This one's Pride of Lions. Not a whole lot of awfully inspiring music in Last Raven, but this is one of the nicer ones. Like, I know they were going for that whole everything is screwed Silent Hill with robots kind of feel, but uninspiring, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh no! He's overheated him. This is kinda going similarly to the intro. Alright, we're gonna have to match the map though for the next fight. Since they both do a fair bit of turning, both of these ACs have been given turning upgrades. Actually, I'm pretty sure by this point the word's out on the codon part, so I think everyone's just gonna get those now. Because, of all the parts that are kind of indispensable, that's probably the biggest one. No, use your railgun, you fool. Use your railgun! It's such a good weapon. But he won't use it. I mean, I guess to be fair right now, he's just trying to avoid taking that last hit. But oh well. Okay. I mean, kind of a bummer. I was really hoping this thing would just start winning and completely walloping this guy. No. Okay. Put this up now. What map's gonna look closest? I want to say urban, but... What do you map says to look like Last Raven? At least somewhat. Ruined cityscape of some description? And there really isn't anything, is there? Okay, I guess this will be the closest. An island that talks about how it's frozen, that's why it's a, you know, friggin' cliff along a beach with lots of sand, and... Is that really supposed to be snow, now that I think about it? I always figured that was sand. I mean, I guess it's kind of dusk, so it only kind of looks like sand? I mean, it could be snow. You can see that. Alright, come on, you fool. Use your railgun. I believe in ya. I was gonna say, can you imagine how much better this thing would have done if it could actually move around? By the way, his FCS was picked out specifically so that he could do his 12 missile burst. This one does not seem to want to do that. He seems to get to 2 or 3 and then just launch them because he seems to think that the guy's gonna go out of range. There you go. That's damage. Hey, I said that's damage. You should probably consider doing that. Nah. If he used the railgun, this would be far more consistent, but no. Just, he always takes those few hits early on, and... See? See how much better that is? You're a quad, you use a railgun, that's how you do these things. Alright, well that's a bummer, but there you go. So, let me know if you have others. I'm still gonna be going through a list of other requests here, so, if I didn't get to yours just a second, give me a sec. I'm on it. I haven't had access to my computer since last week, so give me a minute. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.